Welcome to another Relax and Paint. And I'm Donna Dewberry, excited to be with you to teach you another flower painting. And flower painting is just like the one on the background there, is one of everybody's favorite paintings that I do with you. And so I do all kinds of other paintings. We also have all kinds of opportunities on Wednesdays and Fridays for you guys to learn new. And practice strokes is on Friday. So if you're out there and you say, how do I learn and get better at this technique with one stroke painting? I go through everything you can imagine on practice strokes on Fridays at noon. And so many people have told me that they just binge on it. So go check it out. And I would love to have you join us for the One Stroke Advantage membership. It's at $9.99 a month and you get so much. So please go check that. Click where it says join and just see what's available. And that's if you just want more. And on right here, if you subscribe, it makes a big difference on what I can accomplish for you each month. All right, so let's get started. I am just going to do a really loose painting today. I'm going to tap that so you can spread this paint out a little bit. I've got yellow ochre. We're using multi-surface paint, okay? Multi-surface, and it's Folk Art Multi-Surface is my go-to paint for multiple surfaces, makes it really fun to paint. We do use medium sometimes. It's floating medium. It's made Folk Art floating medium for what we're doing. And then I have 8 ounces and 2 ounces. So go to onestroke.com for any of those projects or surfaces, mostly paints and all that you might need. All right, so these are my value pack brushes. There's 10 brushes. I'm using 2 of the brushes today, but actually this is a 16. It's sold separately. So I have a 16 and I'm going to use the 12 from my regular set of 10. All right, so check those out. I show them on practice strokes and how to use each one of them. So I have yellow ochre, moon yellow, and daffodil. Burnt umber, because we're going to do a sunflower, right? I have cobalt hue, wicker white, and then I have citrus green and sap green. So I love doing these florals with you. So let's see what it's going to turn out to be. Okay. So I'm going to do a sunflower, a piece of a sunflower. This sunflower is going to be bigger. And we're on art paper, black art multimedia paper. And you're going to see, here's the center. All right. And here's the center. Okay. So let's get going. All right. So before I start the sunflowers here, I'm going to take off that little bit of chalk there so we know where the center is. I'm going to bring in some blues in here before I put the yellow and then some greens. So if I pick up with the 12, some green area in here, this is just sap green. And in fact, you probably don't see that very well. There we go. I'll put a little bit of citrus so you see where I'm going. All right. So we're going to put this all in here. And this is called slip slap, slip slap, slip slap. And this is one of those in and out pads where these come out and you can put them back in. Okay. Or they're perforated. So it's kind of a nice pad to work with. I'm just going to show you. We have these pads if you want them also. It is a black drawing pad and there's 40 sheets in it. So it makes it really nice. Okay. And that's really soaking it up. But I think it's going to be fine. I might need medium, but right now I am picking up cobalt hue and with this 12 and making a light blue in here. And I'm going to slap, slap, slap. Okay. Let's see. It's like, I like some of that black showing through. It's kind of like a little bit of a hydrangea. Okay. And then I'm going to come in with just the cobalt And this area here, this is moving around for me a little bit. Let me hold it here. Grabbing the cobalt. And then I have some of that green showing underneath still, which is nice. I have it loose, guys. Loose, loose, loose. Okay. I will put some leaves and stuff in here a little bit later. All right. So I am going to add some other pretty white flowers in there as soon as I go ahead and do some of the sunflower area. So I'm going to put the burnt umber right here in the middle. Okay, and I put it right there too. But what I'm going to do is wipe some of that off. I want you to see that this is going to give you the dark brown in here, but I'm getting yellow ochre, and I'm just putting that yellow ochre around this edge here. These are acrylic paints, and this is one stroke painting. I'm going to put some darker yellow tones, which is the yellow ochre. Going to wipe this off. Okay, and then let's turn this a little bit. And these these petals that are coming up here are going to be brighter, but I want to do the yellow ochre and moon on this part down here first. So I'll push and pull flat. Grab these two colors. The flat of the 12, and I'm pushing it into the burnt umber. And it's wet on wet, so we're putting lots of color in there. And see, there's ridges, but that's okay. All right. A little bit along here. Okay. And I can't come back in with some licorice and put a little bit of color there. But what I've got is there. Now I want these that are coming up here. That was where the yellow ochre was. So I'm going to wipe off slightly and get daffodil. And I'm going to pull these, grab daffodil. Okay. Okay. And I'm going to pick up moon yellow and daffodil on this little guy here. And we're going to just pull this around, moon and daffodil. Now, usually I take my sunflowers out, but on these, I'm bringing them all in. I'm picking up some white and daffodil. And I'm pulling into the middle, okay? So just a little bit brighter than we have here. So a little bit of blue in there. Okay, and I can take the daffodil and a little bit of white. Let's bring a little bit in here. Okay, so let's take a little bit of burnt umber again and tap this around. Okay, so I can add a little bit of licorice. I'll give you a few minutes to get caught up with that. Okay. All right, so we're going to put a little bit of licorice right in here. Now, usually I use this wet center and pull out from it. But right now I'm taking and adding a little bit of licorice right there, and then come in here, a little bit of burnt umber. Okay, a little bit of burn umber here. And just tap it. See, tap it. You can use your scruffy or not. And I can do a little bit of yellow in there. Okay, just make it loose. All right, let's wash this. And I am going to pick up a little bit of a stem with burnt umber and citrus. And we're going to come right in here and get a great sunflower leaf. Okay, so now watch what happens. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, this is sap and citrus with a 16. Okay, so now one thing that looks really good is if we get citrus and yellow in here. Let's try that. Let's get a little bit more of daffodil and pull that down. Let's pick a little bit right in here. Let's pick up some moon yellow. And then pull the stem down. So I've got both colors in there, right? And I'm going to come in here a little bit in this blue. And this is my 16. I'm going to come in here. Pick up a little bit of the green. I want you to be loose and just kind of have a good time with it. I put a few little leaves over here. All right, so let's go up here to the top. And what's going to happen with this is I'm going to put a little bit of citrus and a little bit of this yellow in the background. Okay. While I'm here, let's get a little bit of this blue and white too. You don't want it while the green's wet, but I put a little bit of that bright in there. Isn't that kind of fun? And I can move just a little bit of that white into the cobalt. There we go. Look at those bright colors. Slip, slap, slip, slap. Back and forth, the flat of the brush. All right, so look how bright that is. A lot of paint, but it's fun, right? So now let's get up here and let's pick up white. We're going to go slip slap. And now this time I'm doing the corner of the brush. And I leave some of the dark showing through. And you'll see there's some little bits of yellow and citrus. See, I can bring some yellow over here. And I keep dipping the white. Okay. All right, so we are having a few of these yellow. can pull it in. Sunflower bud. Okay. A little bit of white there. And so we got this guy up there. And then let's do a little bit of the yellow ochre, a little bit of this is going to be just a side view of a sunflower, and it can be more like the bud. All right, and so what you would see on that is just the back of it. So I just wanted a fun, simple little project. Wanted to see what you guys think about it, and let's all paint it and see what we like most about our fun little project here. We're going to do a long, slender leaf here. There we go. And there. Okay. I'll see you on Friday. Keep painting. Share what you like most and what you want to see next. We got the mowing going on outside. Craziness. All right. We'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.